Let's move on to Lakers Blazers. Series is tied 1-1. Jesse Daly says, always look to unders and player props. I've hit the Embiid unders. Then I went on an Embiid over and got hurt. But I agree, Jesse. That's the way to do it. But Shea's getting hammered on the unders. Yes, I'm doing it, Dylan Turner. I'm doing it. All right. Lakers, Blazers. Round 1, Game 3. Series is tied 1-1. Let's take a look at market moves here. Lakers open up at -7. There are 7.5s on the board. There are 8s on the board. This total opened up at 225. You can now get 224.5s, and you can get 224. The pace is similar to what the Blazers and Lakers were running during the 8 seeding games. It's about 2 possessions less. Lillard dislocated his finger. He hit 1 of 7 from 3. He went 6 for 13 in the opener. Portland shot 8 of 29 from 3. McCollum has a fractured back. Lillard has a dislocated finger. It's starting to feel like the Blazers have excuses now, and they're going to have to use them. Dutch Boy Fresh taking Lakers first half. That play makes a lot of sense to me. Because at 8, the Blazers can get involved. And like when the Blazers were the favorite against the Grizzlies in the play-in game, Blazers first half cashed easily. The Grizzlies covered the full game. Nurkic had 9 points. Gabriel had 7 points. Carmelo had 2. Those 3 were a combined 8 for 24 from the field. AD had a big game. We might get a Rajon Rondo appearance. Mike Venter says Lillard under 31.5. That might be a spectacular look, Mike. But again, it's kind of sketchy. It's kind of sketchy when you question, when you doubt Lillard's resiliency. So Lillard loves this shit. You don't believe in us. I've got a dislocated finger. Watch this. There's Lily Gunn in the house, taking a break from work to say hi, Lily. Great to see you. Lily is half of the Vegas Gun Award for capping excellence. There's Lily Gunn coming to us live from Las Vegas. Spenny Penny Bomb says, I love back in Lillard. Nate Shellhammer says, I'm not testing Dame Time, and either will I. I'm not going to test Dame Time either. But I do agree with Dutch Boy Fresh's look. Lily likes Blazers with the points. Lily Gunn going with Blazers with the points. Well, I'd wait, Lily, because there's 8s on the board now, and who knows? If you got an 8.5, it'd be a nice thing to have in your pocket. Chili Dog Dooley says Lillard has East Oakland in the blood. Will never go down without swinging. Brotherly Hype, I alluded to it, but the Blazers in the 8 games playing this for seeding in the bubble had a 101.37 possessions a game. The Lakers were just above that with 101.89 possessions a game. In the series, they are at 99.5 possessions a game. Schnizzle says, I think Blazers cover today. Matt, I'm gonna your idea on Lillard under 31.5 might be great, but I'm not going to question. I'm not going to test Lillard's resiliency. What I will do though is I'll take Lakers first half. Noli knows on Lakers first quarter. I mean, I had first half and first quarter last game. I'm a little hesitant to go right back to the well. Let's see what we're getting on Lakers first quarter. It's the same as it was. Actually, am I getting a 2 here in my book? Please tell me that would be the case. I would love that. If it's a 2, it's 2.5, yeah. I'm going to give myself more time. I'm going to give myself more time than 2.5. It's all good, Brotherly Hype. Ask questions here. And Brotherly Hype, always feel free to ask questions in the chat. The Low Bag fam will answer everything if I'm on some other thing. So don't ever worry and don't hesitate. Jimmy CC, much love to you, my friend. All right, Lakers first half -4. That is my look on the game. And from a total perspective, we talked a lot about how the market was just behind because the Blazers were going to be using these two bigs. And the total was getting bet to the over. The first half total that I wanted went from 112 to 117. 117 and a half even. I got in at 117 on the under first half. So no, we don't make any money from YouTube, Steve. We don't. It's not monetized. Nothing's monetized. So this total at 222. Sorry, let's go full game. 224. It's going back up. 225. Interesting. Interesting. Let's just see what this movement has been at Bet365 here. Oh, wow. No, this total is not much moving there. Not much movement there. Let's just take a peek and see what it's done at Pinnacle. Opened at 225, went down to 224, went down to 223, back up to 224 and a half, and it's sat at 224. Harry Dubitsky in the house. Great to see you, Harry. Last game, 3-3 with the unders. Lakers first half -4. And I agree with you, Reese. I just think that the market's trying to correct itself. And they're not going to be able to until they go much lower because the only way to slow down AD is to have two bigs on the floor slowing everything down. Thank you, Mega Cash Money. Do we go right back to the well again? I don't see why we wouldn't. All right, I'm going right back to the well. Full game under. We'll see. Is the market not going to be correct until this is at 218? That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that until they start giving us totals in the teens, that we just keep going under it. Okay, I'm going full game under and Lakers first half -4. And this is just what we get sometimes in sports where the market can't correct itself fast enough. They're not going to move it from, what did it open at, 229 in game one? They can't move from 228 to 218 in the next game.